Well, hello, YouTube pipe community. I call myself PipeCat, and you've heard my voice ad nauseum for over a year now. I thought that it was about time that I actually starred in one of my own videos. A little bit about myself, just to kind of bring a personal flair into my content. I live alone in an apartment in Massachusetts. I live with 3 cats, actually. Hence PipeCat. I am a medical digital imaging tech support specialist for women's health imaging machines. I work out of an office in the back bedroom of my house here. My apartment is my office. I've never been married myself. I have no children of my own, but I did assist one of my 2 sisters who has children with raising her 3 children. One of whom is all grown up and moved away and has a family of his own, and the other two beautiful daughters. The oldest is my nephew, and then he's got 2 younger sisters, and they're all beautiful kids, beautiful people. And I like to think that I had a hand in helping to raise them, but I was part of a much larger family. My dad was one of 9 siblings, and my mom is one of 7. And I am also a musician. I play classic rock music on guitar and bass, and I sing. I tend toward the softer side too. One of my sisters, the one who doesn't have children, is actually a phenomenal singer, and she and I do an acoustic duet. I also have been in many rock bands over the years. Interesting point is that for about maybe 25 years I played Portuguese music, which is that's a trip. That was quite a trip. Very enjoyable. And my dad was Italian, and my mom is Portuguese. And having been raised in a predominantly Italian household, once my father passed away back in '91, I started to notice and get involved in the Portuguese side of my family. And the music was cool, so I got involved there. Anyway, I did that for a long time. I still now to this day play music, not to the extent that I have for the last 25 years, because a physical disability that I unfortunately have developed has prevented me from being a gigging musician most of the time now. I can't really lift a lot of heavy equipment anymore. But anyway, that's the music. I also love, I have always loved the outdoors and camping and that sort of thing, fishing. I love nature. I don't hunt, although many people do. I'm not against the idea of hunting. I just have never hunted. And then comes what happens to a man in his 50s when he's kind of housebound and can't get out a whole lot, can't drive a whole lot of distance without pain, can't go out and play, in his band anymore. Well, he develops rather domestic interests. And maybe a little more than a year ago, I got interested in trying pipes. I bought a couple of briar pipes. I went out and bought some inexpensive aromatic tobaccos, and I gave it a shot. And immediately I said, "This is gross. This is gross. Smells nice, but there's no flavor." And I almost hung it up until I caught somebody's tobacco review content, and they were using words that I had not really heard anyone use yet. "It's an English blend. It has latakia. This is a flake made from Virginia. It's got a sweet, sort of, non-aromatic tobaccos. I didn't even know they existed, honest to God." So I bought a couple of those in small quantities and tried them, and I realized quickly that I was an English fan. English Balkan fan. I also enjoy the flake tobaccos too. Anyway, you've seen probably most of my content where I just clinically go over a nice pipe and all the attributes and a nice tobacco and everything that I like about it and how it compares to something else and where you can get it and that kind of thing. I have found that my content up to now has been pretty clinical. I wanted to bring a personal aspect to it, and that's why I decided I'm going to start being in some of my videos. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed so far. And on that note, let me add this. My channel is never going to be monetized. I don't make money off YouTube. There's nothing wrong with people doing that, but I don't do it. I don't plan to do it. I like people to subscribe because that is a vote in their confidence that I will continue to provide enjoyable content, and that's why I like subs. I also tend to return my subs. A lot of people out there are monetized, and a lot of people out there have the same vision that I do. They just like to be part of the community, and a sub is a great way to say that. So, if you sub me, I will sub you. Most of the time, unless you're a person who just created a channel yesterday, don't know what you're going to do, just happen to sub, but you don't have any content, if I start seeing you're looking for subs, I will sub you. But that's mostly what I wanted to say today. So I just wanted to introduce myself. Stay tuned, as I mentioned in my last video. About a month and a half from now, I'm going to start PipeCat's porch plantation project, which should be fun. I've got some tobacco seed, and I'm going to try to grow my first successful crop, starting in the house and moving it outside. So watch for that coming up, and I'll probably have, you know, as I say, more inane pipe dribble between now and then, and maybe a few other things. This is the channel for gentlemanly pursuits. Please leave all the comments you want. I love them. Thumbs up, thumbs down, doesn't matter. It's all good to me, man. I do watch all of your stuff as much as I can get to. I definitely have some of my favorite content creators out there. I won't name them by name. I find that's playing favorites. But, you know. So, going to sign off for now. Thank you for indulging me. And watch for my next stuff. I will be watching yours. Happy piping. Have a great night.